Well, this was a valley that the Bronx and Yonkers used as a dumping ground, and so before the highway was put in, they used this spot to lay the heaps of trash. And what came in the valley were lots and lots of tin cans, clam shells, oyster shells, bottles, old shoes. We're in about 1910. The artifacts that we're finding are local to the area. It's the top of the Bronx. We have a pharmacy bottle that's hand blown here from a Yonkers pharmacy. We also have a Borden's milk bottle. This is Borden's condensed milk, and this is the rare form. It's a really thin, tall version. You can see the Borden's regular milk size here. This Borden's, in this time period, about 1910, has the eagle on the front, and then it has the proprietor's name and a ribbon, Gail Borden, in there. This eagle design disappears after 1921 or 23 and around there. They kind of redesigned the bottle. This is a food jar, probably had olives in it. This is machine made and machine pressed, so it's not a hand blown bottle. This pharmacy was hand blown. These guys are machine made. You have olives here, Spanish olives. You have what looks like a little beer, crown top, had a little snap cap on the top. And we have a honey jar. That's honey. It had a paper label at one time. I have inkwells here. All three of these are inkwells. This one was repurposed. It has something white inside that looks medicinal. But you got your square ink, your cylinder ink, and your little narrow square. That guy's hand blown. These guys are machine made. Well, when we go out and investigate a site, to dig in the layer itself, we use a wooden stick. So this is a broomstick with a point, and when we dig in there, it squeaks on the bottles and touches them in the ground, but it won't hurt them. So this wood tool is safe against the artifacts. We're not doing archaeology in a slow, careful fashion with brooms and little tools and brushes, because it's the kind of dig that doesn't really require that. Yeah. But the stick is the safest tool for us to use. This dump doesn't always give you a lot. It's kind of like, gives you some stuff, but it's not. Yeah. It's not like overly abundant.
Like teases you.
Yeah.
Keep digging, keep digging.
Yeah.
You might find something. There you go.
Yeah. It's a little milk. That's a creamer. And it's got a blank slug plate. Nothing embossed in it. It says this bottle has to be washed and returned, but that's it. It had a little paper label in there one time. So, and I got something else under it. This is what I'm after. This thing that looks like a ketchup. I don't really care about. Oh, it's a food jar. It's probably had olives in it.
This is insane.
This guy all purple. It looks like it's got purple in it. That'll be a nice sun-colored jar. Get that in the sun later on. It's not cracked. You always have to consider if they're cracked. Once you dig them up, you're all excited, but all of a sudden there's a crack in it.
Of all things, it's the glass that remains intact. Everything else is decayed.
60% of what we dug up as intact items are bottles, or 40, 50, 60% are intact or broken. It's about 50-50. So, but if you dig almost any site, glass bottles are the biggest survivor. And the bottle hobby itself has grown tremendously over the years as a decorative and a collectible. And people like them to put flowers, or for a color bottle to be in the window. So here we have a bromo caffeine bottle. This is hand blown. And this is caffeine powder that you would mix a little bit of it in a spoon with water and take for migraine headaches. So this is a big migraine medicine at the time. Hand blown and with an applied and tooled lip. That's a sweet little bottle. Got your cold cream over here, or a cheese pot possibly. This is probably a cheese pot, soft cheese product. But this is a lid to a cold cream here. That was a lady's cold cream. So there's like a little cup with a cool design. Part of a dinner plate with a flower pattern, hand-painted porcelain. This is a lid to a candy jar. So that had a little ball handle on it. And then it was a cover to some kind of, probably a candy container. Something of that purpose, you know, pattern inside.
Now, what's valuable here, really? I mean, as far as reselling.
As factory, if we were to resell the bottles, the only thing that are more interesting are the Borden's bottles, the bromo caffeine, and some of the inks have a little value. The pharmacy bottle, but most are ranging in the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 range, you know, in a landfill like this.
Of course, it's a lot of work to put in for that kind of money.
Yeah, so it adds up. We have to do older sites or to get actually a little more interesting or a little more valuable bottles. But it's more of just a fun decorative and enjoyable as something to see around the house. But it does add up little by little, the value of the bottles. But historically, it's just fun to see what was used in 1910 in old New York, you know.